You've been in Japan now for nearly a year. How have your thoughts changed on everything over that year since you've been here?
Are you still enjoying it? Or?
I love it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Like what's the main takeaways that you've kind of felt over the past few months?
Main takeaways?
Yeah, like how you, just things about Japan.
Yeah, like what are some things you love more? What are
things
some
you didn't
things you
expect to
don't
like?
Yeah. Maybe some things you don't like?
Oh man. Where do I even start? First of all, the food. So freaking good.
Yeah, of course.
Not tipping not being a thing. Oh my God. Amen.
Amen. Heaven exists.
What are some like culture shock moments for me?
Do you still experience it? You think, like in everyday life? Or are you kind of like past it now after a year?
I think I'm pretty much like used to everything. It's just like recently the thing that made me do like a double take is I'm not used to seeing like little ass kids walking by themselves at like the train station.
Yes.
That still shocks me.
I'll be walking with Ditus and it'll be like 8 p.m. and we're walking home from the train station. I just see like a 6-year-old with this big ass backpack walking past and we're like,
where are your parents?
Yeah, where are your parents? Like,
yeah. I feel like if I were to have a kid in Japan, that would be the one thing that would fucking terrify me.
Yeah, it's scary.
Just being like, oh, you're 3 years old now? Off you go. Onto the train with you.
Yeah,
I did notice that. They do put a lot of trust into their kids here. Just to get around by themselves.
Yeah.
But
even just like, not even on the train, like just sometimes I'd be walking back from like the office or wherever I am, and then there would just be like a 4-year-old walking home from like preschool by themselves. And I'm like, are you lost?
How do you know your way back?
Yeah, how do you know your way back? I
barely know my way back.
I could barely get around my own house when I was 4 years old, let alone like the neighborhood, you know? So it's like, every time I see them, I always think like, are you lost? Like, are you okay?
It's got to be a plant by the police. You try and kidnap
like a
it.
decoy.
The SWAT team.
Chris Hansen's just like around.
It's got to be. It's
like, come on, take the bait.
No, kids actually commute. It's because they want to get them into the salaryman life immediately. They're like, all right, start commuting. Get into it. No
also,
games,
the kids are so cute. I say that in like the least weird way I possibly can. Just like you know how like I feel like
I think it was weird and that you said that.
It was fine.
It wasn't weird.
Really cute. Like, because I feel like in America people like to dress their kids to look like mini adults a lot of the times.
I guess.
Really?
Do they?
Yeah, well, like they buy
Honestly,
them.
I've never looked.
That's because Americans just wear fucking t-shirts everywhere.
Well, they buy them like I've noticed that a lot of parents buy their kids like little miniature versions of like what they wear. So it's like, match with mommy, like get little mini Ugg boots with mommy, you know.
But
like it just looks weird because it's like that's a toddler in like a Supreme sweater. What are you doing?
What?
But
now I'm trying to remember what I wore as a kid.
My fashion sense is horrendous as a kid.
Shit.
My parents would allow me to wear hats.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, did my parents dress me up like them? No, I don't think they did.
You know what was one of my favorite shirts growing up? I'm sure someone can relate. It was the flaming slasher shirt. Did you ever see those?
Oh, actually, no, I know what
Every
you're talking
kid in our generation had like there was at least one kid that wore like a black shirt with like flames coming from the bottom, and the slasher logo there.
I liked wearing the school uniform because then on the weekends I was like, shit, I don't even know what to wear.
You still, what's changed?
Still like that.
You still like
Nothing's
that.
changed.
I remember I had a thought as a kid. I was like, man, I wish you'd wear my school uniform every day so I don't have to think.
I hated wearing my school uniform.
I loved it because I was like, man, great. No, we just go in and then because you go home and you watch American TV and they're all bullying each other for not wearing certain clothes or looking like a nerd. It's like,
was that weird to you?
Man, we don't have that problem. Yeah, because we all wear school uniforms. So it's like, man, we don't have that problem.
You don't have uniforms in America, do you?
Most schools don't. Most
No,
schools
not.
I think it's only like private schools.
Yeah, only
right?
if it's like private school or like
Yeah.
Catholic
nice.
schools.
You don't have to worry about shit.
It is nice, but at the same time, it's like
One less thing to get bullied about. There's a lot of other stuff to work with. but
I don't remember anyone ever getting. I don't think I've ever witnessed anyone at my school getting bullied for like what they were wearing.
Yeah.
why is
Yeah.
it such like a common trope
Yeah,
in
it's
like
like
American high school films?
Well, I'm not basing it off that. Well, I mean, I have seen that. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Like, I just assumed because kids are the worst. And kids will do anything
Yeah.
to mock
Yeah.
a kid.
Isn't
yeah,
it-
but kids won't pick clothes. They'll find your deepest insecurities
Yeah,
and they're evil.
they are.
Kids are
are-
evil
kids-
sometimes.
That's no chill.
Not Japanese kids though. They're adorable as fuck.
Oh, until they hit high school.
Until they hit high school. That's when they become evil,
and
you
then,
know?
and then they learn about bullying, and they're like, "Oh,
When they
I'm about to
like,
go off."
they've got like their little yellow
But
bucket
yellow
hats.
yellow
the
hats.
elementary
Yeah,
school
and then
kids,
they're like
right?
big ass backpacks that are like twice their size. It's so cute.
Have you ever seen like when the teacher's leading like a group of school kids? Yeah. They're so
It's
fucking
so
adorable.
That makes my day so much better. Just seeing
cute.
like this line of like these kids just and the teacher at the front being like, "Okay, let's go," and then they're crossing the road. And I'm just like,
Oh, they're so cute, little ducklings. There was
There's also like nursery carts where they have like a giant cart.
Yeah.
And they'll put like 20 kids in this cart, and the teacher will be dragging it around. And it's like, oh, that's cute, I think.
it is pretty adorable to see. Yeah.
what happened earlier, like last year, when Didas and I just moved into our apartment. We weren't used to like saying hello to like neighbors or like strangers,
Yeah.
but now it's like pretty normal. There was this little kid that walked past us in like our apartment hallway thing.
Right.
And as we weren't expecting him to say anything, but as we were walking by, he was like, "Konnichiwa," and we're like, "Oh, konnichiwa, hi!" And so we're like, "Oh, okay." Like, so we do gotta say, I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be weird if I just like said hi to like
Yeah.
the kids. Yeah. So then later that same day, we saw another kid by our apartment complex as we're walking back. Daidas looks at him. He's like, "Oh, konnichiwa," and the kid's like. So
You gotta wait for the kid to say.
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
He stares at you.
Like he just stared, and we were like,
That
"Oh,
kid
sorry."
My favorite one is that's really cute as well. But like I recently had one where like I was coming back from somewhere, and near my apartment there was this kid that just like kept staring at me while I was waiting for the lights, and I'm just like, "You good, kid? You good? What's up?" And then I crossed the road. And as he was crossing the road, he runs past me and stops in front of me and goes, "Hello." I'm like, "Oh,
That's so cute.
all right, you be careful now."
Yeah.
All right, off you go.
Where are your parents?
Yeah, where are you?
That's adorable.
So cute.
Just eat him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Get off the road."
Yeah, kids in Japan, no matter what they do, like if they or kids are curious, and sometimes they go out their way to say hello, and it's like when they like ask you questions as well, then they're so cute because
so
they
cute.
they're just like if you ever come to Japan and you will know what we're talking about when you see like a group of kids walking along. They're like you said, like a group of ducklings crossing the
Very
road, right?
cute.
Even they, it's just something about the aesthetic, I don't know. It's the little yellow hats and like the backpacks. It's a vibe.
It's a
man.
vibe.
It's an aesthetic toddler core.
Yeah.
What the fuck?